Hello from Product Journey. Today I'm gonna talk about restaurant reviews, a product that I already mentioned in a previous video. I will touch some initial questions that are important for the product and I will dig a little bit more in one of them. Let's start with the proof of concept. The POC is something that we will use for the creation, testing and development of the product, and it has two main goals. On one side, we can test the technology feasibility of the product, is it possible and how hard it will be, and on the other side with the POC we can get much better feedback from possible customers. An important question that needs to be decided is the type of application. Can it be web application or mobile application or who knows, something else? This is important because the type of application is connected with what type of customers we have, but also the patterns they use it, and let's not forget how complicated it will be to develop it. The integration with Google Maps is an essential point because we will use Google Maps on one side to get the reviews, which we will summarize, and on the other side integrating it into the application will help us to display additional information, like enriching the restaurants with the additional info that we will get from our summaries. So getting the reviews and how the summaries are performed is something that is behind the scenes, but still it's an important part of the core of the product. And other questions, in addition to what I already mentioned, will be, let's say, how the details and all the other data is stored, and many other questions that will appear on our journey. But more on these questions in additional videos as the project is being developed. For now, let's focus on the type of the application. Now comes the question about the type of application. Let's focus on it now, and let's approach the idea of creating a mobile application. This is the most typical way the customers use applications on a mobile device. So, because I'm not apps developer and I don't have experience in creating mobile apps, I will ask ChatGPT how we can easily create an Android app using Google Maps. I'll focus on Android platform because it's more widespread than iOS, but of course iOS is also essential for the possible future of the product. And what ChatGPT says, we can create the Android app that utilizes Google Maps, and it has a list of 8 general steps about it. We check the first one that is connected with setting up a Google Cloud Platform or GCP project, but yeah, this is a little bit general. That's why after that I ask it to provide some more details on step 1, and it provides a very good list of more detailed steps. So we go to console cloud google.com. Here we are in the GCP console, and I'm not going into the details of all the steps that need to be done, neither in the details around the pages of the GCP console, because this is not the aim now, but generally we have the project, places, reviews, POC, and what is very important is the APIs and services, as the platform has tons of different APIs, and currently we are interested in some of the Maps APIs, for example Maps JavaScript API and Maps SDK for Android, which I used when trying to get running the mobile app, and this one, for example, I used when obtaining the reviews. I'll talk about this later, but just as an idea of how many resources there are inside the API, there are so many different things, and it's a big thing to explore. So more or less that's about the GCP console. After the console and all the steps finish there, we can go to another of the general steps, which is connected with installing Google Play Services SDK. And for it we also have additional question, and it provides more steps. I'm not going to go through all the details here because this will be very time consuming, but I will just show briefly the conversation I had with ChatGPT, because although it provides a good amount of details, not everything is pretty straightforward, and I was encountering different problems on the way, and yeah, I was asking questions. Here I need details about step 3, then step 4, and so far it's not so bad. Continuing with the steps, it gets more and more technical, and here we already see I don't see exactly what it suggested me. I see some other things, and for a person that doesn't have experience with mobile apps development, this could be getting a bit trickier. So I continued, maybe spent, I don't know, between 1 and 2 hours on this, and at the end I got a little bit stuck, and then I decided to try what ChatGPT version 4.0 will say, because this is 3.5. This chat actually occurred a few months ago, and let's see now what the newer version says. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT 4 says about my problem. I start with the simple question: how can I create Android app that uses Google Maps? I remember that this is a few months ago, so at that time GPT 4 wasn't the main thing. That's why I started with 3.5, and it was very interesting for me what will be the result here. Again, it provides a list of steps. Here, even in these steps, we have a bit more details, and yeah, I follow the details, trying to mix and get the maximum of what I got from 3.5. And yeah, again, here it mentions something, I don't have this file, then it starts suggesting some stuff, and then we are getting a bit deeper on the code and implementing some callbacks and methods that are needed for this. And yes, it has a lot of technical details, which is not necessarily bad. It's creating of software, but still for the aim of POC, I wish to be able to create something very lightweight in a easier way, that I can focus on the main point: how to get the reviews, how to display them in the Google Maps integration, not so much how to solve the problems that are appearing creating Android mobile applications. So here we can see it goes through a lot of questions, answers, trying different things, and yeah, at the end my last question is good, but I'm using Jetpack Compose, and it tries to solve my problem. And all these things, I'm not sure, I haven't checked exactly how much time it takes, but maybe couple of hours or more. And the bad thing is that I wasn't going closer to get this running, but I was feeling like I'm getting even farther. That's why I started thinking that maybe creating a mobile app is not the best thing for the POC, and that actually creating a web application will be much better for my two main goals, which is to get the technology feasibility, and on the other side to be able to show something in front of possible customers to get feedback for the idea validation. That's why my final decision was to create a web application, and about the steps how I started doing this in the context of the POC I'm creating will be in the next video. Thanks for watching.